Yeah, I mean, nothing's going to change in regards to how we come out and have an opportunity to come out and compete in front of this community and in front of the fans. And I mean, you could see it. There's a level of excitement, intrigue, interest, support for sure from our community on a Thursday night when we went out there, and we want to go out there and fight for them every opportunity we have. And we're never going to take away just because we didn't win the game the right way. You got to go over and make sure you thank the band, you thank the students that came, and the cheer and dance, all everyone who's there in the community. It's like we felt it again. It was nice, and unfortunately, we didn't do a good enough chance to have them have a really exciting stretch because we couldn't really string enough really toughness and exciting plays together when we really needed to. But that's not going to change. It's awesome going out there and seeing everyone out there. I mean, it really is, and we're so appreciative of it. And we're 10-2 or whatever we are now at home. A huge part of it's because of them. And ultimately, we went out there and we didn't do enough things to win the game that we could have controlled. We didn't. We went 11 for 20. 11 for 20 from the free throw line. I missed a couple front ends. We fouled 2 3-point shooters. One led to a 3-point play because he made it. Another one led to a 4-point play when we were up 10 because of simple assignment breakdowns. We didn't do enough 50-50 balls, like kind of those balls that you need to find just to kind of, even at the end, like there was we get a stop and they get a long rebound, takes off another 15-20 seconds of the game. So there's a lot of things that we didn't do that we could have controlled better, while also giving Tennessee Martin a heck of a lot of credit. They went in there, they played with great energy, they played with great ball movement. I think they only had 10 assists, but I do think that a lot of their baskets were created based on their unselfish play and their effort. And Jeremy does a great job. He's got a group of guys that they're a good team. And they had our number again tonight.
Yeah, regardless of the score, obviously today was their turn. Ernest, can you talk about how much it means to the team, community, seeing Arnie contribute, and sort of thing back?
Yeah, you could see like when I think he went in there right away and got a offensive rebound putback right, or got to the foul line right away. Did something right away. Like he went in the game and immediately impacted us. So you could hear the people kind of excited to see it. The young man goes out there and he does anything. You could ask these two guys. I mean, I don't know if he's ever not done something you've asked him to do. He puts himself in position to have an opportunity to play after being out probably 7 or 8 games. He's a huge part of our culture. So it's you always got to look at positives. We have 16 assists. We got Arnie back. We got to the line 20 times. Should have been 22. You end up losing the game. That is frustrating because we thought we could have controlled some things a little bit better. But to answer your question about Arnie, it's awesome to have him back. I mean, he's a guy that we lost last year and for a stretch. And you feel him not just because of his physical presence, but you feel him because he's a do-right person in everything he does. And it was nice to get him back out there. And these guys, he loved playing with him.
So they shoot a lot of threes. It's mostly the OVC, just 42% tonight. What were you guys able to do right against them early on? They kind of made a lot down the stretch. How were you guys able to defend the three?
Well, I just thought we had a certain level of urgency that they didn't get easy looks early that were just kind of like horse shots, like kind of step-in shots. And when they did take some shots in the first half, we were, for the most part, it was a little bit more sped up. And I thought that, in the second half, they had an opportunity to really take some, like just step in threes. We gambled way too much tonight. Again, it's not lack of care or effort or urgency. It's actually the opposite, It's almost too much care. It's almost, well, you can never have that, but too much kind of urgency in our mind. And it created not even so much extra passing all the time, because they did only have 10 assists, but they had just like step-in shots when they needed. And then they made some big ones down the stretch that kind of put them away. It's a 10-point game and they hit back-to-back 4-point plays. That's on us.
This is your first home loss since North Florida. How has this team been able to stave off kind of the
Well, I mean, we have a routine, we have preparation, they care. The community, I mean, the support. I mean, you look at the OVC and you look at our games and you look at all the other games that, like, you notice there's people here. And that's something that we have built over these last several years. You go from a program that people expect to win. So I think that it's not just us, but it's these guys put in a ton of effort, ton of time. We had a lot of sickness this week, and we didn't get as much court time as we would have liked. But that's kind of part of what has to happen this time of year. We got to make sure we do everything we can to put ourselves in position to be as healthy as possible, and then when the next opportunity is for somebody else to step up, we need them to be ready to roll when someone's not feeling great.
You talked about building a program. This is a unique spot for you guys where the last month of the season you guys can go win an OVC regular season championship. What do you guys have to do the last 4 months to do that? Or last 4 weeks?
4 weeks, yeah. I think we have to, continue to be who we are. That's where, it's a league that you can be first to sixth really quick. I think we have to focus on the now. All the coaching cliche I want to say. Of course, we have the opportunity to do. We've already done things. We already have more wins than school history in terms of OVC wins. We've had a lot of things that we've already accomplished. So we understand what our end goal is, what our end game is, but we cannot look there yet. That's for the fans and for the media, and that's fun. There's nothing wrong with that because historically there wasn't that. And these guys have worked their tail off to put us in that position. So what we have to do is just simplify. We got to go out there and got to get back to work tomorrow. We got to do the things. We got to make our free throws. We got to share the ball. We got to knock down the open shots. And we got to guard. And if we do that, now you have a chance. And everyone else is trying to do the same thing though.
Ray, last 10 games you scored in double digits, 10 out of 11. What's been going right for you offensively?
Just my teammate finding me at the right place, and my coach just putting me at the right position to score.
Ryan, you guys, what do you guys learn from this one? First loss at home in a while. What do you guys learn from this one, and then take away from it and improve in the future?
Like you said, it's been a while since we lost at home. One of the things we try to do is just come out there with a certain type of energy and expectation for the home fans. Like you're saying, like playing at home, you have higher expectations. So we definitely always want to put on the season. So losing this one, I think it'll wake us up, get us back to that urgency, that level of care. I think that's something that we have on this team. That's a lot, but we got to direct it in the right spots. So I think once we get back to the drawing board and look at a couple of things, we'll be straight.
Ray didn't have his best game today, but you and Ring both stepped up. What do you guys look like with kind of full strength, and how are you guys able to hang in there tonight?
I think just as a collective group, just going out there and trusting each other. Night in, night out, like you never really know if it's your night or not. So you just kind of just show up, be ready to play, understanding the concepts that we want to execute, and just being ready to just step up and make the moments. Yeah, he definitely wasn't present on the point side of things. There's a lot of things that he does on the court in general, yeah. But when it shows up to the points, I think as a team, with him leading the OVC, I think we would do a better job of identifying when those moments happen and then being able to capitalize. So.
I got one last question for you guys. So we have Tennessee State coming up next on Saturday. Last time you played them, you won in overtime. What are you looking forward to in this next game? And just kind of bringing that competitive edge back to your game.
You know what I mean?
I mean, we just got to stay locked in, and like you said, we went overtime last time, and I think we didn't play our best game, but now like we're finding ourselves, and we just continue to work and just focus on the next game. I mean, just regroup and bring the energy on the next game and get a win.
I think one of the things to that question, I mean, you look at it and they're playing well. I'm sure it's very important to be self-aware. And I think that as a team, we talk about it a lot. You say self-awareness. And We understand what they missed a free throw to potentially win it at their place, in regulation overtime, right? It was one or the other, I can't remember. And we went to 2 overtimes, right? It was at 2 overtimes right there. And Brian hit a big shot. You had a big, we did some really big things down the stretch there. So, I'm sure they're getting fed the right information about we were right there, kind of ball didn't bounce our way, we missed a free throw, as they should. One of their better players didn't have a great game. It's about, I think this time of year, we understand what we're about to face, but it comes down to what can we do. Sometimes as a coach, and I'm a huge fault to this, is you want to scout. You want to prepare for the other team. You got to, we think that we can manipulate everything as a coach to like have that perfect game. I don't want them to score on any of their sets. I don't want their guy to go left shoulder if he's a left shoulder guy. And where I have to continue to pour into these guys is understanding, okay, yeah, we have a 1-day prep. Here's what they're going to do. Here's what they've done. Here's why they're playing well. But here's what we need to do. And here's who we are. And then let's go head to head. Let's go see where this thing goes. And obviously a double overtime game at their place, and not playing great right now. So we gotta bounce back and figure that one out on Saturday. It'll be exciting. It'll be exciting.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.